on a blanket. I've been in front of my computer far too much. Oh, I have to grade things. It's a crazy time of year. So I need a little bit of heart opening and back bending and like that kind of stuff to counterpose all my sitting in front of my computer, grading and reading. So we'll take our blanket. Actually, I have to back up a little more. There we go. Take the blanket and we're gonna fold it one way, the other. So it's like in threes. Now, if you don't have a blanket, you can use a towel. It can be, it may need to be like 2 towels. I was gonna say it can be doubled up because usually the beach towels aren't quite as thick as these, but you just wanna have something that you can lie on that'll give you a little bit of a lift. So we have this kind of 3-fold, which is thick, I guess. 4. And we're gonna lie on it long ways. So putting it long ways on your mat, and then you're gonna sit right in front of it, and your head, hopefully anyway, at the top there, so that it's not hanging off the edge. So, lie back. Oh my goodness. And we're gonna just let the arms drape out to the side. So hopefully it's lined up with your spine. It is a little bit bouncy because it is kind of narrow, but that's sort of the idea, is that we're letting the blanket lift the spine and so that we can just kind of relax out over the top. Okay, so then knees out wide. Or if that doesn't feel good, you can have your knees together and up. Or you can put your legs out long. This is fine too. I think I'm gonna go Supta Baddha, put the soles of my feet together. And let my knees just drop out to the side. And let the legs be heavy. If you want to have your legs like this, but it just feels like a little bit too much, you can always put a prop underneath your thighs. Like if you have a couple more towels or pillows or whatever, just to give your legs a little bit of support. I'm kind of enjoying the stretch, so I'm gonna just let my legs hang in gravity. So do what feels good in your body. And we'll start by just coming in to the breath. So take a big inhale through your nose. And just sigh it out. And let your body soften and relax. And do that again. Inhale. And sigh it out. Exhale. And again, soften as you exhale, relaxing the shoulders. Do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. And do the breath. And then start to come into your Ujjayi breath. Bringing the breath in and out through the nose. Inhale. And a steady exhale. Smooth out the breath. And just let your mind sink into the rhythm and just let it drop into the steadiness of the breath. Hear the sound of your breath. let it pour in and pour out. Gently start to bring the arms overhead, just slowly, just an easy circle. Okay, arms coming overhead, soft. Right back to the hands on the floor. Just take a breath or two as the arms are overhead. And then bringing the arms back down, just let the backs of the hands skim above the floor and circle the arms. And you can stop at any point. Maybe the hands get a little lower, closer to the waist. They don't have to. And then do that again. Reach the arms slowly overhead. Like a snow angel, except without the snow, I guess. All the way overhead, though. And back down. All the way, however far, so maybe all the way down to the edge of your mat or whatever. And then back up one last time. Reaching the arms overhead. I keep cutting my water bottle. Turn the palms to face as your arms get overhead this time. And just reach nice and long. And if your knees are bent, let's straighten the legs. Stretch the legs out long. Okay. And then bend your knees. Release the arms, just soften. We're going to roll to one side to move the towel or the blanket, whatever you have, off of your mat. And then just lie flat. Take a breath or two here, just relaxing. Okay. And then hug your knees in. Give them a squeeze. Rock a little bit side to side. Softening across the lower back. And let's bring the feet down onto the floor and drop your knees over to the left and take an easy kind of twist, but just sort of stretchy. And maybe you put your right foot on top of your, sorry, that's your left foot on top of your right knee. Just breathe into that. You can bring the right arm a little overhead if you like. Just allowing the stretch. Let it feel good. Take one more breath. If your foot's on your knee, just let it off and come up through center. Both knees up, knees bent, feet flat. And drop your knees over to the right side. And just let them fall all the way over, however far. And if you want a little more stretch, put the left, sorry, do it again. Put your right foot on top of your left knee. And stretch it out, breathe. Maybe the left arm goes a little more overhead. But just enjoy the stretch. It should be a amount of stretch that feels good. All right. Releasing the foot from the knee. If you're doing that, come on back up to center. And we'll hug the knees in again. A little rocking again. Heels up towards the ceiling, grabbing on, stretch the backs of your legs, let your low back stretch and lengthen. So your hips can kind of lift up off the floor a little bit if that feels good in your body. And bring the legs out to the sides, get a stretch here. And all of this is like any amount of stretch. Like what's gonna feel good in your body right now? All right, bringing your legs back together. Let's take a moment here with the heels just straight up over the hips. Bring your hands behind your head. And we're gonna alternate sides. So we'll switch arms and just add a little bit of a twist. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach the left arm outside the right leg. Take a little twist. Inhale back to center, but keep the head and shoulders off the floor. Switch arms, twist the other way. Right arm, left leg. Back to center, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. And just keep going like that a few more times. Exhale to move into the twist. Inhale to come back to center. Right, lift up as high as you can as you come into the twist. Try and get your shoulder blades off the floor. Center and twist. All right, let's do that a couple more times. Lift and twist, come back. And one more on each side. And twist. All right, back to center. Just lift up straight to center. Let your head be heavy back into your hands, but use your abs to lift yourself up. And hold it up for 5, 4, 3, lift the hips off the floor. 2, lift up a little more, and come on down. Everything down, rest and soften. Whew. Just feel your abs. Feel the heat. Okay. So let's come upright and we'll do a little bit of cat-cow, kind of go forward and back a couple of times. Wake up the spine a little more. Okay, so coming to hands and knees. Let's stack the wrists under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. Inhale, lifting the chest. Lift the sit bones, stretch. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, hearts forward, stretch the belly. Exhaling, tucking the tail. Do that a couple more times. Moving with the breath. Just shaking off the day. Let's do one more inhale. Exhale, take it all the way back to child's pose. Let the hips go back. Sink down towards the floor. Take a breath here. All right. Then we'll just lift up a little bit and walk your hands over to the left. And stretch out your right side. Sit the hips back. Just feel the big stretch. And walk it over to the other side. Come on over. Stretch out through the fingertips. Get the left side as long as you like, as big of a stretch as you like. Back to center. Reach the fingertips towards the top of your mat. Just stretch the side of the body. Inhale, lifting the chest. Coming all the way forward. So we're going to come down onto the belly. Right, put your hands wider than your mat. Hands outside the mat. Flatten your feet. Inhale, pressing into the hands. Lift your chest up, stretch your belly. Maybe lean a little bit side to side. You can circle your head. Open the mouth nice and wide, releasing the jaw. That feels pretty good. And then lowering down. Just rest for a second. Relax your arms. And we'll come up again. So pressing the pubic bone down so the low back stays long. Coil the spine in between the ribs, right between the ribs, and scoop the chest up. Right, keep all of that and circle your shoulders. Circle them around. Right, just let all that move around. Let your shoulders come up by your ears. Right, squeeze your shoulder blades together on your upper back. And then circle the other way if your arms aren't too tired. Circle them around. One more time. Oh my gosh. All right, and then lie down, all the way down. Okay, relax your arms. Rest your shoulders. Okay, so let's do it one more time. Just one more time, just for good measure. Lift up as high as you like. You don't have to lift super high, or maybe that feels good. It's totally up to you. Stretch. You have a pretty good stretch for your abs here. Curl the tailbone under. Oh, take one more breath. And all the way down, down, down. A moment here to soften. All right, plant your palms. Press yourself up off the floor. And let's make our way to downward facing dog. So walking the hands forward, tuck your toes, lift the hips, pressing back through the heels. If you want to pedal the heels a time or two, if you want to shake out your head, right, feel free to do that. Open the mouth nice and wide, release the hinge of your jaw. And start to settle into your downward facing dog. Steady your breath, steady your gaze. Take one more breath here, stretch back. Use your exhale to either walk forward or jump forward. Bring your feet to your hands. Lift your chest, come halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold back down. Lift up halfway again, inhale. Exhale, fold. One more time like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, come all the way up. Firm your glutes, lift your chest. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Pause here. Drop your gaze, maybe close the eyes. Setting an intention for practice. Right, reaffirming why you came onto your mat, or whatever intention resonates with you tonight. Take an inhale. Sigh it out, exhale. Release the hands down, open the eyes. Turn the palms out, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, up and over, hinging at the hips to fold in half. Inhale, lift the chest, come halfway up. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. Let's step the right foot back, take a big step. Drop the back knee down, flatten the foot, sweep the arms up, and just bending into the front knee to deepen the stretch at the front of the right hip. Right, lifting the hip bones, maybe with the gaze. And then bring the hands down to the floor. Shift your hips back. You may need to press your front foot forward a little bit so you can keep your hip over your knee. And fold into the front leg. You can flex the foot if that feels good. It does give you more stretch. Let the toes turn out to the left. That's good. Nice stretch. Back to center. Bend the front knee, sink back forward into your lunge. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee. We're going to turn. Turn to face the other side of your mat, the other end of your mat. Turn it all the way around. Drop the left knee. Flatten the foot, Anjaneyasana. Come on up. Bend into the front knee to deepen the stretch as you like. Maybe look up, inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down. Slowly straighten the front leg. You may need to push the front foot forward. Right, lean into the stretch. You can flex the foot. Maybe turn the toes out to the side a little bit. Just a few breaths, we're not gonna stay super long. Bringing the foot back to center, bend the front knee, nice big bend, plant the hands, tuck the back toes, lift the knee, walk it back around. All the way around to the top of the mat, plant your hands, step the left foot back. Find your plank pose. Right, keeping the belly lifted, send the tailbone long. Right, arms straight. Let's bring the right forearm down onto the floor. Right forearm down. Bring the big toes to touch. Spin to the pinky edge of your right foot. Send your left arm up into the air. Press the floor away. You're in a side plank, Vashisthasana on your forearm. Right. Squeeze the right side, feel that squeeze. Bring your left forearm down onto the floor. Turn, same thing other side. Lift up, lift the hips, lengthen the tailbone, and just feel the squeeze on the side of the body. Right, yeah, it's good. And then both forearms down, into forearm plank, both sides together. And then bring it all the way down, knees down. Well, not quite all the way. Let's lift into Sphinx. Oh. Curl the tailbone under, press into the forearms. Lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, come on down. Soften a little bit, and we're gonna come up again. So pressing into the hands shoulder distance. Tuck the elbows under your shoulders. Pressing into the floor, draw the heart forward, scoop the chest through. Bend your right knee. Just for a moment, lift the chest. Bring your foot to the floor, bend your left knee. Pull the heel in, lift the heart up, press the pubic bone down. Release it. Come all the way down. Soften the back of the body. All right, we're coming back into forearm plank, so tucking the toes. Bring the elbows under your shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the belly, your hips, your thighs. Curl the tailbone under, lift your knees. Back to your forearm plank. Lean into your left forearm, plant your right hand. Press yourself back up to plank, left hand. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. Let's send the right leg up into the air. Lift it up, turn the toes out, lift the hip, bend the knee. Come into the stretch, take a couple of breaths. And square the hips, straighten the leg. Press back, take an inhale. Exhale, pull your knee in, round the spine, knee to your nose. Inhale, lift the leg up and back. Do that again, touch your right arm with your knee, look forward. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Exhale, come forward again, touch your left arm, lean. Inhale, reach the leg. Exhale, your foot between your hands. Step through, back knee down, flatten the foot, lift up. Inhale. All right, melt the shoulder blades down. Tuck the back toes. Press evenly through the front foot. We're gonna lift the back knee up off the floor. Press down to lift up. Right, reach up through the fingertips. Hug the ribs in. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale your hands to your heart. Slowly straightening the front leg to lean over. We're gonna balance. So breathe here. No hands. Well, no hands on the floor. Lean. It's bouncy, I know. On purpose. Woo! Okay, slowly back into your crescent pose. Reach up. Maybe get the back leg a little straighter. Feel the stretch. Release the hands down to the floor. Turn to the back of the mat. Spin, spin, spin. All right, so back knee down. Flatten the foot. Let's come up onto the asana. Right hip bone's lifting. right, here we go. Tuck the back toes. Press into the front foot. Press down, lift up. Yes, crescent. Get bones lifting, melt the shoulder blades down. Bring your hands to your heart. Right, here we go. Start to lean forward as you straighten your front leg. Pin the left hip back. Lean, lean, lean. Balance. Steady. Oh, how's your breath? Melt the shoulders away from your ears. One more breath. I'm laughing because I'm falling over. Slowly come back up. Lift up. Reach up. Maybe look up. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come down. Okay. Back around to the top of the mat. Spin it around. Bend the front knee. Push into the front foot. Step the back foot forward. Inhale. Lift the chest. Exhale. Fold in. Inhale. Rise all the way up. Exhale. Let's fold right back down. Spread the wings. Fold in half. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Bend the knees. Hands are down. Left foot steps back. Step it back. Crescent pose. Sweep up. Hip bones lifting. Tailbone lengthening down. All right, let's take the stretch. Grab the left wrist in your right hand and go up and over. So again, lengthening out the right side. That's your left side, sorry. Left side. Breathe. Maybe glance up towards the ceiling. Back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come down. All right, we're going to spin it around. Spin it around. Bend. Inhale, lift up. Right into your crescent pose. Melt the shoulder blades down, hug the ribs in. Right, a little scissor action in the feet. Grab the right wrist and the left hand up and over. Stretch the right side. Maybe slowly look up towards the ceiling. Right, breathe. Release it back to center. Palm space, inhale. Exhale. Take it down. Spin around. Back to the top. Plant the hands. Step back plank. Right tailbone under. All right, left forearm down onto the floor. Right forearm down onto the floor. Tuck the tailbone under. Breathe. All right, we're going to go to the left. Big toes touch. Spin to the pinky edge. Lift the right arm up. Spin the palm. Reach overhead. Right, lift the hips up away from the floor. And like you're trying to turn yourself into a rainbow. Oh my gosh. Reach the top arm up. Try not to tip over. Come on down, other side. Right forearm. Spin. Reach up. Lift the hips. Breathe. Turn the palms to face overhead and then reach overhead. Lift the hips. Try and turn yourself into a rainbow arch. All right. Reach the top arm back up. Inhale. Exhale. Both forearms on the floor. Forearm plank. Tailbone under. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Sphinx pose. Stretch your belly. Maybe lift the elbows. Shoulders down. Chest forward. Heart up. Inhale. Exhale. Melt it down. Take a breath. Waggle the hips a little bit. So maybe lifting the elbows, maybe not. Either way. Back up onto the forearms. Hands shoulder distance. Shoulders back and down. Legs long. Right, pressing through the palms. Maybe the elbows lift. If you're keeping the forearms down, press the whole forearm down. Bend the left knee, pull it in, lift the chest, put it down, bend the right knee. Oh, heart goes forward, pull the heel in. Release the foot to the floor, lift the chest, and then bring it down. Down, all the way down. Waggle the hips a little bit, soften. Okay. Elbows under, shoulders back and down. Forearm plank. So first the belly, then the hips. Curl the tailbone under to lengthen the lower back and support it. Then we lift the knees. All right, breathing here. Lean to the right, plant your left hand. Press yourself back up to plank, right hand, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, so now the left leg lifts. Lift the hip, bend the knee, stretch it out. All right, take that big stretch. Breathe. All right. Squaring the hips off. Straighten the leg. Press the right thigh back. Inhale. Exhale, knee to your nose. Round. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Touch your left knee to your left arm. Shift forward. Inhale. Exhale, reach it up and back. Again, touch the right arm this time, shift forward. Squeeze, round, look, inhale, reach it up and back, and exhale, step your foot between your hands. Bend the back knee, crescent pose. One more time. Lift the chest. Bring your hands behind your back. So we're gonna interlace, right? Reach the knuckles back and down. Right, give the feet a little scissor. Pull them in towards each other to help you stabilize. Heart lifting, gaze lifting. Keep all of that, bring the arms in, up and overhead. Right, keep lifting the chest. Maybe see your thumbs back there, inhale. Slowly release it, exhale. Hands down, walk it around. Face the other side. Bend, slowly come up. Take your time. Lift the hips, and then hands come behind. Do the opposite interlace. Send the knuckles back and down as you lift the heart up. Lift the hip bones up. Breathe. Keep the lift in the chest. Release the hands up and back. Melt the shoulder blades down. See your thumbs. Inhale. And slowly release it. Exhale. Hands down. Whew. Walk it back around, top of the mat. Okay. Step the right foot forward. Big step. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise. Firm the glutes, sweep the arms. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a breath, inhale. And sigh it out, exhale. Releasing the hands down, turn the palms out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands are down, step back, maybe jump back. Let's take a vinyasa. Hop it back, bend the elbows, maybe lower to the floor, maybe do chaturanga. Inhale into the back bend, exhaling, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Stretch back on the inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk or float feet to hands. Inhale, fold, exhale, rise, inhale. Hands through the middle, exhale. We're gonna do it again. Surya A, hands down, palms out, inhale. Up and over, exhale. halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, hands are down, step it back, jump back, maybe chaturanga, maybe the floor. Inhale, crack. Exhale, breathe. 2 more breaths. Here we go, use the exhale. Bring your feet to your hands. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Hands to the heart. Take a breath. Inhale. Sigh it out. Exhale. Okay. Standing tall. Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale. Reaching for the floor. Bend the knees. Inhale the arms overhead. Utkatasana. Mount the shoulder blades away from the ears. Right, sitting into the heels. Gently lifting the gaze up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees. Hands are down. Step or float it back. Right, any vinyasa. To down dog. Okay. Send the right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, step it forward. Foot between the hands. Back heel drops. Warrior one. Come on up. Melting the shoulders down away from the ears. Breathe here. Lift up through the hip bones. Lift the heart to the sky. Feel the stretch at the front of the back leg hip. Try and square your hips off to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your heart. Warrior three, lean forward. Spin onto the ball of the back foot. Give yourself a little push. Come on in. Drop that outer left hip down. Zip the belly. Shoulders away from the ears. Arms wide or overhead. Right, breathe here. Steady. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Back to warrior one. Bend, land, lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Release it. Hands to the floor. Spin to the ball of your back foot. Plant the left hand down, your wrist under your shoulder. Sweep the front foot halfway back or all the way back. Find Vashisthasana. Maybe float the top leg. Breathe. Oh, maybe look up. Bring the top hand down. Take a vinyasa. You don't have to, but you can if you like. All right. Side two. Left leg inhale. Exhale. Step it forward. Back heel down. Warrior one. Come up. Virabhadrasana one. First warrior. Hip bones lifting. Right, squaring off to the top of your mat. Lengthen the left hip forward, the right hip back. Right, mount the shoulder blades down. Breathe. Maybe bend a little deeper into the front knee. Look for the stretch at the front of the right hip. Bringing your hands to your heart. Lean forward. Pin the left hip back. Give yourself a little push with the right foot and come forward. Straightening the legs as best as you can. Keep lifting the belly. Arms out wide or overhead. Breathe. Breathe. Melt the shoulders away from your ears. 3, 2, 1. Back to warrior one. Land. Lift the chest. Maybe look up. Inhale. Release it. Exhale. Right hand down. Spin onto the ball of the back foot. Get your wrist under your shoulder. And then spin to the pinky edge. Step the left foot halfway or all the way for Vashisthasana. Lift up. Maybe look up. 3, 2, 1. Hand down, vinyasa, straight to down dog. Take a breath. It's up to you. All right. Okay. Finding your way to downward facing dog if you're not already there. Press back. All right, enjoy that stretch. Belly nice and lifted. All right, send your right leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Back heel to the floor. This time, warrior 2. Come up. Gazing over the middle finger of your front hand. Right, wide across the chest. Breathe into the stretch. And just enjoy. Maybe bend a little deeper. Yeah. Straighten the front leg. Right, reach forward. We're just gonna keep the front arm reaching. Take a breath or 2. Bottom arm reaching in Trikonasana. Right, reaching forward. Firm the glutes. Hug the belly back. Right, maybe look up. Take a breath. Look out forward. Bend the right knee. Keep reaching your right hand forward and to the floor for Ardha Chandrasana. Okay, lengthen the right side. Hug the belly back. Reach wide. Maybe bend the left knee to catch your foot or your ankle. Breathe in Chakrasana. It's such a nice stretch. Right, open the chest. Stretch the front of the left thigh. Right, breathe. Oh. All right, release the foot. Ardha. Back to Vira 2. Bend the front knee. Land. Oh. Reverse it. Lift the frontal hip bone off the thigh. Big stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands down to the floor. Come onto the ball of the back foot. Bring the back knee down. Right. I'm gonna add the blanket. Sorry, 1 second. My back knee just feels like it needs a little more cushioning. So, back knee down. Sweep the right hand back. See if you can catch your foot or your ankle. So, right, same knee, but other hand now, trying to catch the foot. Same knee bending and same foot to grab. All right, if this is okay, come down onto your forearm maybe. You could also potentially relax the right leg and let the knee drop out to the side and you come onto the pinky edge of your right foot. Open the chest, breathe. So stretchy. Okay. Let all that go. Come back to center, and as you're ready, stepping back to vinyasa or not vinyasa, right? It's up to you. Ooh, to down dog. Lift your left leg, inhale. Step forward, exhale, warrior 2. Heel to heel. You could also do heel to arch if you prefer. Arms wide, bend. Oh, feel the stretch. It's good. Right, enjoy the stretchiness. Straighten the back leg. And bend the front leg a lot. Right. Some heat. Yeah. Okay. Another breath. Gaze over the middle finger of the front hand. And then we're gonna straighten the front leg. Now engage the glutes, squeeze, and hug the belly back, both. Reach forward. Okay, that's it. Top arm up, keep the left hand reaching forward. Maybe look up. All right, bend your left knee. Left hand keeps reaching. My stance is super wide. Oh, I couldn't quite make it. But almost. Ardha Chandrasana. Peel open. Right, lengthen the left side. Slowly bending the right knee to catch your right foot or ankle. And then, the stretch. That is Chapasana. Stretching the front of the thigh, the hip, your chest, your shoulder. So nice. All right, when you're ready, release it, Ardha, to Viratu, bend, big step. Okay, reverse it. Whoa. All right, lifting up, inhale, hands down, spin to the ball, back knee down. My hip, my left, it's screwing right now. Bend your right knee, see if you can catch your foot or your ankle with your left hand this time. I'm a little sweaty. Pull the heel in. Maybe bring your forearm down onto the floor. Oh, stretchy. Let that happen. That feels great. If you want, release the left knee out to the left. Come onto the pinky edge of your left foot. Right? Okay. Gently release. Hands down. Step back. And again, taking the vinyasa, resting in child, heading straight to down dog. Whatever works for you. All right. Adho Mukha, Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Send your right leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale. Pull it forward, step through. Back knee down, Anjaneyasana. So we're gonna do actually Ardha Ustrasana, which is half camel. So we're actually reaching for the back leg for this. The challenge is to keep the tailbone lengthening down. So lift those hip bones up, lift them up, interlace your fingers behind you. Start to slowly lift your chest. As you lift your hip bones up, lift your chest and reach the knuckles back and down. Somewhere back there is your leg, right? Maybe you've captured your thigh or your hip, maybe your calf, maybe your heel. My shoulders don't quite want to do that. Breathe here, lift the chest, square off. Slowly release it. Lift up. Inhale. Exhale your hands down. So just appreciate the effect of that, right? Just notice what that does. We're gonna head right into the second side. So tucking the back toes, lift the knee. If you want vinyasa or straight to down dog. Inside two. Left leg up and forward. Back knee down, foot flat. So squaring off, right? Trying to square off. Tail going long, melt the shoulders down. All right, so here we go. Hands come behind. Do the opposite interlace. You have the other thumb on top. Do it the awkward feeling way. Lengthen the knuckles back and down as you lift the hips up and lift your chest up, right? And then reach for your leg, right? Hip bones up, squaring off forward, lift the chest. Take another breath. Let's stretch. Square the hips, scissor the feet, and then slowly release it. Back up, inhale. Come on down. Exhale. Just appreciate that, right? Whew. Feel free to take a vinyasa or go straight to downward facing dog. I'm just gonna go right to down dog. Okay. That's exciting, right? So I know this is gonna seem like the wrong side, but We're just gonna do it this way, so we use our right arm first. Now that said, if you're left-handed and you wanna use your left arm first, then you should step your right foot forward. But if you're right-handed, you wanna use your right arm first, let's step the left foot forward. That's what I'm gonna do because I am also right-handed. Okay, so another Vashi, but this time with Chapasana. So we've been doing kind of a bit of one-sided back bends, and that's what this is as well. Same thing that we did in Ardha Chandrasana, just in Vashisthasana. So let me just spin around so you can see from the front. Plant your hand, so your wrist is under your shoulder, your right hand. Spin to the pinky edge of your right foot and just like really karate chop it, right leg super straight and strong. Right, then, as you come into your Vashi, keep your foot close, right? Catch the foot or the ankle, and then see, maybe you can open it up into the Chapasana version of Vashisthasana. Woo. If you can, step the foot back, forward. Just, because it's harder. Step back, maybe vinyasa, spin around. Meeting in down dog. So we'll do the other side. Other leg up. Step your foot forward. So same, wrist under your shoulder, right to the pinky edge. Your leg super strong. So we know this is our non-dominant side. We have to just like prepare. Right, spin the inner elbow forward, press that whole bottom hand down. As you come in, catch the foot, like keep your thigh in close, and then see if you can kick back, right? Open the chest, lift up, feel the stretch, try, right? Press into the bottom hand, shine it out. All right, the fun part, can we step it back, forward, step back. Maybe take a break. I think I'm going to take a quick break. And child's pose. Feel free to vinyasa and then take a break or however you want to do it. It's fine with me. All right, how's your breath? A little sweaty. All right. Well, let's have a moment. I want to do one more back bend since we're kind of in the zone. And it's another kind of one side then the other side. So we're going to do a half a Dhanurasana and half Shalavasana. So coming onto the belly. And it's another grabbing one foot, but we'll just do one time each side. We've done a bit of back bends already. And in theory, we're supposed to end in 20 minutes, so I don't know, we'll see how that goes. It doesn't really matter which side you do first, but let's just say we'll bend the right knee and catch the foot with the right hand, reach the left arm overhead, curling the tailbone under. Let's come up, inhale, lift the head, the chest, lift the legs, right? Press the Dhanurasana foot, press it back to help lift your chest a little more. Take one more breath, hug the legs, and come down. Whew, just waking up the glutes, waking up the upper back. Right, feel all that good stuff. Let's switch sides. Sweep the right arm forward, reach the left arm back, grab on, melt the pubic bone down, kick the left foot back, lift up. Right, lift your chest, lift your legs, reach the right arm up, breathe, hug the legs in, kick the left foot back, lift up, inhale, and come on down. Woo, exhale. All right, soften. Oh my gosh. Feel the squeeziness. Okay. Take a moment, maybe sit back back into child's pose. Okay. So maybe just a moment or two. Let's just take a minute or so, maybe 2 minutes, to do something, any kind of upside down anything. So that may be the Prudikarani with your legs up the wall or your legs on your chair, your sofa, or whatever. Or if you have some wall space to actually do an inversion, whichever one you like, it's totally fine with me. Yeah, we'll just take a couple of minutes and then we'll cool it down. So I'm just gonna play around with the wall for a couple of minutes and you can do that as well. And then we will reconvene in a moment. All right, any upside down, and feel free to do something resty if you're feeling a little bit tired, right? There's no pressure, no obligation to do anything in particular. Alrighty. Well, okay, that was fun. All right, so now coming back to your mat if you're not already there. If you were doing a headstand or something, make sure that you do child's pose and rest your neck a little bit. And then we're just going to do some stretches, cool things down, and head into Shavasana. So, reach up, inhale, exhale. Oh my goodness. Okay. Lengthening forward, longest spine. You're grabbing onto your feet or just reaching forward, whatever feels better. Long backs of the legs, long spine. Waking all that up. Waking it up. I'm sure it's awake, but just lengthening and stretching it now. All right, inhale, lift halfway up, and the rest of the way. Okay, so Upadishta. Turn. You don't have to turn sideways, but I will turn sideways. Okay, legs wide. Little blanket fuzz. So sit tall. Trying to get my feet in the right place. Okay. So as you're sitting up, you want to feel a little bit of stretch, but you know, we're not trying to go for like the ultra mega. Well, I guess if you want to, you can, but have it be something that you can breathe in at least, right? If you feel like you're ready for, you know, biggest stretch ever, I guess who am I to stop you? Just make sure you can breathe, right? Make sure you're not constricting your breath, you're not clenching and holding. Try and relax your jaw while you're there, relax your shoulders, right? So. All right, last breath. And then slowly, slowly, slowly. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hooking the knees. Oh, bring them in. Take a moment. Oh, all right. So heading into Sukhasana or double pigeon or some kind of hip stretch. Let's make sense. Or maybe stacking, or even Gomukhasana. I think I'm going to do Gomukhasana. So feel free to do whatever hip stretch makes sense. If it's better for your body to lie down, then lie down. By all means, do a thread the needle or do Gomukhasana, legs lying down. Coming forward into the stretch. And again, taking your time. Right, just see how you feel. And it doesn't matter how flexible you are or whatever, you know, every day is different and, you know, just you have plenty of breaths to get into the deepest stretch. So there's no need to try and get there right away. Sometimes you just need a few breaths to kind of soften in. Keep relaxing your jaw. Softening your mouth, your shoulders. Relaxing around the eyes. Take a few more breaths here. One more big breath, inhale. Sigh it out. And just slowly come up, up, and we'll switch sides. So whatever you're doing, make sure you know which leg you have in front and on top. And then give your legs a little shake, maybe waggle the feet a bit side to side. Oh. All right, and then we'll come into the second side. Whatever you did on the first side, try and do that on this side. So just see if you can. Don't force it. You may need to modify a little bit. They may be a little bit different side to side, your hips and your stretches, right? But do your best to make it like the first side. And then take your time. All right, one breath at a time. Come into the stretch. And again, right, you don't have to get into the maximum stretch immediately. You have time. Plenty of breaths here. And again, relaxing your shoulders, your jaw, your mouth. Relax your belly. Let's take just a few more breaths on this side. All right, softening in. Softening in. All right, one more big breath. Inhale. Sigh it out. And then slowly, slowly come on. Okay. Oh my goodness. Extend the legs. Oh. Shake them out. All right. Let's lie down. We'll take a twist lying down. So let's first get down onto our backs. So roll back. Oh, yay. Okay. Hugging the knees into your chest. You can decide if you want to add crossed legs or any kind of leg variation to your twist. But let's have the twist going to the left. So your legs going to the left. And then your right arm opening up, and you feel the stretch on the right side of your chest. And your right hip, and maybe your low back, and just notice what you feel as you're here. If you want to move the arm a little bit, maybe you want to bring it a little bit more at a diagonal. Even, moving it towards being overhead, maybe not all the way over. So, couple more breaths in the twist. Well, on this side anyway. You're just allowing your whole body to feel heavy, right? Cultivating that shavasana ease before we even get to shavasana. Why not? All right, with the minimal amount of effort, let's bring the legs back to center, and we're just gonna switch sides. So if you need to straighten yourself out or whatever, do that. And then let's take them over to the right. Legs to the right. Oh, reach the left arm. And again, just peel open, right? Any amount. Let your left side stretch. And here too, if you want to bring your left arm a little bit more overhead. Maybe not all the way, but you can do like part of the way. Just softening, relaxing. Feel that shavasana ease right now. And then bring the legs up to center. Squeeze, give them a hug. If you want to do happy baby or anything else before you head into shavasana, feel free to do that. Happy baby's nice. All right. So when you're ready, extending the legs, just let your body be comfortable, soften. Legs out, arms out, right? Body relaxed. The whole body feeling heavy and soft. And we'll just rest here for a few minutes, resting in shavasana. slowly begin to deepen your breath. Moving your fingers and your toes. Maybe take a stretch. Reaching arms overhead, stretching your legs. And hugging your knees. Give them a squeeze and be rocking side to side. All the way over onto the right side. A breath or two, just savoring Shavasana. Especially since it's the end of the day, you can just let this easy. So gently sitting up. Closing the eyes, sitting tall, just take a moment, appreciating the effects of your practice, how you feel right now, the shift from the beginning of class. Hands to the heart, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bowing the chin in gratitude for this beautiful practice. Grateful for all the goodness it brings, right? All the sweetness. Grateful for all that stuff, all the sweet things, all the challenging things, right? The things that push our buttons. Grateful for that too. And anything else. Thank you for practice. Namaste. Namaste. All right. Have a lovely evening. Happy Monday.
Thank you, Christine. I'm Ricardo.
You're welcome. Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How you doing?
Good. I couldn't put my name, so that's why you read whatever it says there. I'm sorry.
Galaxy. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. All right.
No worries.
I love all that spinning we did. That was very cool.
Oh, right on. Okay, good. Yeah, I was just trying to mix it up a little bit, do something different.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Okay, good. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'll see you. Have a good night.
You too. Good night.
All right, bye.